Hello everyone and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival Reforged in Atlantis. My name is Rakoona, and as you can clearly see by the ship parked behind me, we are back home. And today we're going to be working on making a docking area for the Destiny. Yeah, we're going to make a landing pad in this area over here. Now, how do I know what size of landing pad that I'm going to need? Well, that is a quick solve. So if I go in my ship statistics, I can check the size over here. So basically it is a 42 by 56. Divide that by 2 and that gives you the amount of block it's going to take minimum. So 21 by 28 blocks. Now of course we're going to want to make that a little bigger because we want to have a little bit of a, wiggle room to play around with. And I'm going to want to connect this over here to be able to access it. Because I'm probably going to want to bring some HVs to it. Where is my multi-tool? There it is. So let's go and connect to our ship and let's retrieve a couple of blocks. This light as well. Yeah, going to take those. And from here, we're going to make a ramp going up and we're going to have the docking area be right around here. It's going to have to be elevated because of this hill for sure. So let's grab the steel blocks that I've started producing. Probably going to need some truss blocks as well. I'm currently in the process of making other type of blocks equally to be able to accomplish this project. And we're also going to look at upgrading the Destiny, adding some CPU, maybe putting a couple of cannons in there.
Oh no, not you again.
Are you still frickin' waiting?
What does it look like? I'm still sitting here, aren't I?
Oh my god, could you just get out of my base? Get out of my base right now.
Or what?
I'm gonna kick you out myself.
I'd like to see you try.
Or what I could do is I could put you in a box. Yeah, that would be nice. How would you like that, sir?
Believe me, if you put me in a box, you will regret it.
How come? Yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
Let's say I have friends in high places.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna mess around with you. Just stay there, be very quiet. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see you.
Asshole.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I thought I heard my number, but it's not me.
I didn't even hear a goddamn number.
With number 547,543, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up.
You know what? Be like that. So let's start off with a ramp. We're going to want to put a ramp on the left, and maybe over here I'll put some stairs instead. Ooh, that is a long distance to go just for that. And we'll make sure to put a little bit of support as I move along. I don't need a whole lot, just so the whole thing doesn't just collapse under me. And on the side over here, I'm going to put some texturable stairs. And apparently I need more stairs to be ready, but the constructor is already extremely busy. Well, let's start by putting some of this down. And we were talking about 21 wide, so let's go ahead and slap some blocks. I don't know how far I'm going to go before structural integrity breaks. Let's kind of turn it on. I know it's going to be kind of annoying to look at that green mishmash, but it's fine. And this is the basic width of the landing pad. Now we're going to have to go and stretch out a bit like this. Let's put a little bit of support over here so it doesn't just collapse under us. And sadly, this is going to go slightly into the mountains, but that's okay. Let's make 2 of these. There you go. And from here on out, can stretch out. Oh god, okay, yeah, I might need to go and dig that out. Well, either that or I try to push it a little further that way. The only problem is I might go right into my solar panels, and I don't like the idea. Yep, that's pretty red. Let's not go crazy here. This is pretty much as far as I'm willing to go. Now, how many blocks do we have? Okay, so by the looks of it, this didn't need to go as far as that. So we should be okay. Let's just remove these blocks and we'll readjust everything. It still doesn't change the fact that I am going to have to remove some of that. Let's do a little bit of digging. Sadly, we don't have much of a choice. Let's try and see how far I'm going to need to dig. I'm going to go and connect this to the other side. Like that. try and send it as far as I can, and that totally did not work. All right, take two. All right, over here I'm going to put another support pillar. There you go. And over here it's going to go right into the frickin' ground. All right, so I know pretty much what I got to remove. It shouldn't take too long. There you go, that's about it. Now let's connect these two last, no, like that. Okay, there you go. Two pieces together, and there you go. We got our basic shape over here. Now all we need to do is stretch it out. Yeah, not go too crazy though. And probably on the outside, I'm gonna have to kind of rework the structure. Oh god, okay. Yeah, further I'm getting away from there. I'm gonna need to go over here, I guess, and I should still get coverage from my my base. Okay, let's go over here. Let's slap a support down there. Let's try and meet over here with the two parts. And there you go. Sweet. That is a big parking spot. I mean, is my ship really that long? You know what? The bigger, the better. It doesn't really matter. Now, over here, I'm going to make some more walkways and railings because I don't want the floor to be uniquely made of steel blocks. Maybe I'm going to have some strips of railing just to kind of make things a little bit more interesting. I just wish that there was like another, because this is half block. Unless I could put like a little ramp going down, going to a set of stairs. I think that's what I'm going to do. Retrieve, retrieve, and retrieve. So let's get ahead and do that. We'll just dig this over here. All right, okay. Yeah, I'll wait for my stairs to get done. In the meantime, let's keep working up here. So let's start filling those in. And since we are going to be putting some railings, or it's going to be more like walkways. I'm going to put these type of blocks over here. Way over here, and do the same thing here. And this, yeah, every so much blocks. There you go. Yeah, these little particular sections, I'm gonna put these blocks like these. Do that around the whole base. That in the middle, since we have like an uneven amount of blocks. Oopsie, not that one. We're gonna have to put this one a little wider. Let's go ahead and slap that under here, and let's make our middle section right here. There you go. Okay, so we got the basic plans going. All we need to do is fill those in as soon as all my blocks are ready. Of course, this middle part is going to have to go. I hope nothing is going to go kaboom because of this. Yeah, let's pick those blocks up. And this middle part here might fall if I just remove all this. Yep, I'm going to be okay. Not worried about this. There you go. So let's just fill the rest in. So let's put our walkway pieces in. I think I should put that before, otherwise structural integrity might not hold as much. Let's go ahead and slap those all the way to the end, and I put these ones too early. Shoot! Remove them. There you go. Now it's going to work. Now it's going to be better. So with a couple of strips like that going through it, that should give it a little, a nice little look. And if I wanted, I could actually make those go down like a ramp so you can get under the ship. Now at this point, is this going to be very important that I turn back, structural integrity on? And I don't want everything to fall on top of my frickin' head. And maybe, if I meet everything in the middle, whatever pillar that I put in already might be enough to do, to keep everything intact, to keep everything strong. Yeah, so if I put these Yeah, you know what? It is strong enough. Hell yeah. And this is pretty much where I run out of blocks. As you can see, there are some real iffy parts. And I might just need to add a little bit more, structural integrity to the building. No, things are going well so far. This side is pretty much done. Just gotta finish off this little particular area. Just waiting on a couple of blocks. In the meantime, I guess I could put my my remainder of my stairs. Yeah. Oh, this doesn't work. That's fine. We'll make it work afterwards. All I need to do is remove them and replace them like this, and it should be a perfect fit. I'm just gonna need to put a block in there. And there you go. And of course we're gonna need a little bit of side rails. And I'm gonna have to remove this then. And we can just replace it with a corner piece like that. And we'll have a ramp going all the way up. This, like that, like this. I think that's gonna be perfect. So this is taking a little bit of time off from the usual running and gunning. This is just a chillin' building video. Might have time to do a little bit of that running and gunning, depending on how well this goes, how fast it goes. But it's always good to take a little bit of time off just for a little breather and just focus on some other type of projects. Just a little bit of work on the base. There you go. This is all freaking done. Well, first things first, let's remove this. There you go. Now we got a better view, a generic view of what it's going to look like. Now we can obviously put down some ramps like this around the base. But I was thinking of something a little fancier. I think I'm gonna put these type of pillars all around it, every couple of blocks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's not have it on the ramp. Let's put it on the side here, and hopefully this won't cause any problem. But I think it's wide enough for any of our HVs to go on. So we'll put this every couple of blocks. Now let's go run to the other end and do the same thing. Like this. And we'll do the same thing over on the two other extremities. As such. Right, and on top of these things, I didn't think this through. I can't have that pointing towards the inside now, can I? It kind of sucks that I can't do that, but maybe I can get these on, pointing on the outside. And I'm going to put some glowies on there. Well, some of them are kind of pointing on the left side. I'm going to have to be, I'm going to have to reposition this, because otherwise they're all going to be pointing the wrong way. And I believe I'm just going to have to dig a little bit over here. There you go. Yeah, let's do this for the rest of those. And there you go. That's done. Now, since we have a whole bunch load of railing, I think I'm going to go and slap some all around the base. Well, all around the landing pad, at least. Except this little area might be a little delicate. Gonna have to make sure that there's no rocks in the area. Make sure that it's not clipping through or anything. And of course we got to do the corner pieces, and now it's getting very, very dark. It's getting mucho hard to see, and we're gonna have to be adding some lights up here. Alright, all of this is done. Now of course there's gonna be texturing that's gonna be needed, which is gonna be a longer job. But since it's basically just a long, flat surface, shouldn't take too long. And in the meantime, I'm going to make myself another CPU extender improved. We already had one from the last mission we accomplished. It's right over here. And we can put 2 in the CV. And once this is done, well, basically once a landing pad is done, we'll focus on doing some upgrades on the ship as well. Right now, I want to focus on one thing at a time. Now, first things first, let's eat a little something, a little bit of rich ramen, and I think I'm going to sleep through the night. Ah, there you go. Much, much better. Now let's grab our paint and texture tool, and let's get working. First of all, I want to see, can we make the flamethrower ammo? I think I've already checked that. I'm not sure if we can make the advanced flamethrower ammo over here. Well, if I'm looking at the ammo section, I'm not seeing it. Wait a second. Ethanol canister. Oh, yeah, there it is. Wait a second, mines? Since when does Empyrion have mines? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. What is these? Frag grenades? What? Frag grenade fuse? EMP grenade and EMP grenade fuse. You know what? I don't remember any of this. This must be all new, but grenades? How many times have I said that I'd like to have grenades in this game? Ooh, maybe this is gonna be a game changer. Oh yeah. You know what? Make me a couple of canisters of that for the flamethrower. It's going to be appreciated. Anywho, let's start getting to work on the texturing over here. Gonna try to keep it all the same theme as what we already had. There you go. And we're gonna have to do this on foot because it is a big base, well, or a big landing strip. Why is there no light here? You know what? I'm not gonna question this. Eventually, the lights will turn on. Okay, why are these ones on and those ones aren't? I don't know. Maybe it's too far. I have no clue what's happening here. It's a glitch in the matrix. Well. Okay, let's just get the sides here done. Just paying attention to details. I know I'm not done with underneath here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to rework the structural integrity, make sure that it's all nice and solid. Let's do this one a thing at a time, shall we? I'm not gonna go overly complicated on these textures. I just want to place the land, right? At least it's going to look still slightly neat, right? Most of the landing pad is going to be just these plain texture, and we still have to do underneath as well. But underneath, I think I might just leave it quite plain, not going to go overly complicated. And on the middle here, frickin' hell. You know what? Let's put it anyways. Maybe when I reload the game, eventually it'll light up, right? Get out of the game, go back in. Oh, there you go. I just don't know for the life of me why it's doing that. Over here on both edges, a little bit of this. I gotta say, good thing I'm working with the Asgard suit because I can run from one end to the other without getting overly exhausted. Alright, so yeah, most of it is done. We're gonna need to add the light, and also we need to finish texturing these things. Now over here, I think I'm gonna do a simple full block texture. Let's see what looks nice. Nope, 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 nope. You know what? These are simple. Let's go with this. Maybe a lighter color though. You know what? I'll focus on doing the bottom one. I'll worry about the top part afterwards. I had something planned for the top anyways. And we have a nice view of the sunset already, apparently. Guess we slept most of the day away. I think before I went to bed, it was almost sunrise, and because of that, I just wasted the day away. You know what? I like that for the top. Maybe a little darker. That's okay. Let's go and change that. And after that, I want to do a specific little change only on one of the surfaces. And hopefully it's not going to be one of those type of blocks that when you texture one surface, it'll change one of the other ones at the same time. So let's remove this, and let's see about getting some glowies. God darn it. Let me guess, some of these will glow, some won't. What the hell? They just don't want to glow. They don't want to do it. Oh, that one's glowing. This is slightly annoying. It is slightly annoying. But I guess you guys got my intention, what I wanted to do with this. It is not my fault if Empyrion has these slight lighting bugs. Which, like I mentioned, if I load back in, maybe it will be okay. Okay, so now that that's done and that half of the blocks are frickin' glowing, let's go ahead and add our lights. And since it's night, it is perfect timing, actually. We'll be able to test out our lights with the sun that's setting. At least we'll be able to see the glowies this time. Are the lights going to work, or are they going to be painted a bit? Let's go ahead and see if we can get those lights kind of flashing on the ground here. I don't know. It's a little hard to see. Intensity. Let's max it out. Max out the range. And then we can start slapping them all over the place. So when it is getting night, at least the landing pad will be lit. And there you go. Ah, you know what? I like that. I am liking this. Now let's do a little bit of texturing, patching, I guess. Try and get the rest done. Gonna need to send a drone to do this little particular piece of work. Ooh, actually looks pretty nice from underneath as well, with the lights on. That's pretty dope. And now that this is done, we can kind of work on our actual pillars that we want to put in. Now, what I put previously was just temporary. I want to put these nice little column areas. I'm going to put them inwards a little bit. Let me kind of set up my spots here. Then we can destroy all of the remainder of the structure. Well, the supports. Oh, good. So every 6 blocks, I could put a pillar. It's going to fit perfectly. Sweet. Yeah, all that these are down. Let's just go and send those into the ground. And then we can proceed and destroying our other supports. And after that, we just got to pray that nothing will collapse during this particular event. Yeah, let's just remove those. Just gonna have to put 2 over here because the 6th one is supposed to be over there. But if I remove it right now, it's all gonna collapse. Everything is gonna go kaboom. And we don't want any of that. There you go. Let's slap that in here. And this one. Now we can remove these supports and everything will be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and remove them all around. And let's pray to God that nothing just tears down. And all our hard work be for naught. And there you go. Hey, this looks pretty dope. I like it. And I like the lighting reflecting on the pillar. I think I'm going to leave the texture as is. It looks pretty darn good. So, back onto the Destiny. Let's go and see about docking it on the landing pad.
What the hell, Rakoona?
Hi Bart. Hey Marv.
Yeah, what the hell, Rakoona?
What's wrong?
Well, you just left us on the ship, and you didn't even show us your new base.
Oh, sorry, I had projects to do.
Yeah, we saw you were working on this landing pad for us.
Yeah, so you guys can, get out of the ship like kings and queens.
Who's the queen?
Obviously, you are.
Oh, thank you very much, Rakoona. What do I look like, a goddamn princess?
Well, you want to be treated like one.
Oh, Rakoona, that is so low. Anyways, are you gonna show us your base?
Yeah, soon. But I still need to do some work on the ship.
Oh, he's just delaying?
I'm not delaying.
Yeah, he's just trying to buy time.
I'm not trying to buy time. And like I said, I have some important work to do. So let's go and test out the new landing pad. And as I land on it, everything will collapse. Probably not. Should be okay. I think I made it a little too big. You know what? It's actually pretty much snug. It's a perfect fit. And let me work on it without much hassle. So thrusters off. And let's get out of here. Yeah. Pretty dope. Now, it's not snapping on the base, of course, because of the Morning Star that is still docked. Now, what we want to do is replace all of these antennas. And I believe over on the side there might be room for, yeah, over here I think we have room for another turret if I just remove a couple of blocks. And I know that on the back here there's room to maybe increase the size of my shield generator? Put another one, or if I could just remove these, maybe I could just put these capacitors instead. Anyways, first of all, let's get some CPU in here and see what type of work we can do in it. Oh, looky here, my ethanol canisters are ready. Yay! So first things first, let's go to where the core is, right over here. And we got room behind that to add a little bit of a CPU extender. I'm just going to need to remove this this window. Yeah, shields off. Thank you. And I believe I can remove this as well. What did I remove? What did I just remove? I can't recall. Anywho, I could put a CPU extender over here. And there is room over here in the back. Now, sadly, that means removing the LCDs. But, I mean, the CPU comes first, right? I think the only thing I removed was the hologram over here. There you go. Let's slap that back. Let's color it. And after that, we can put another window back on there. And slap-a-dee-doo. There you go. Now we got some additional CPU for this ship. Yep, we're at 400,000. We can go to 850. Let's see what else we can do. First of all, I think we're going to be wanting to unlock a couple of things over here. Maybe the drill modules. Maybe I could have that on the ship since it does have a harvest box on it. And let's look about these large shield capacitors. So I believe we can make one each of these. It'll give me a little bit more recharge speed, plus additional shields in general. I can add one drill module. And let's see about making some advanced laser cannons and maybe one or two artillery to put on the ship. Hey, wait a second. This does only 500 damage. And if I look over here, the heavy blaster cannon does 4,000 damage. The only problem is shield capacity is reduced because of that gun. But if it allows me to reduce the enemy's shields and destroy it faster, it could be worth it. Yeah, let's build an assortment of weaponry. And aside from that, I think this ship can use a few more thrusters. Now, since we got our constructor busy for a while, I think we're going to sleep it off. And there you go. Hey, it's morning again. Except we probably slept through most of the day again, right? Yeah, nah, we're good. Well, let's go look at these upgrades. And I think the ship actually managed to make most of the things I've asked of it. Cannons are done, thrusters are done, and a shield charger and capacitor as well. Alright, I am in the back side of the ship. I think we're going to need to send a drone to do that job. Alright, let's remove these, and over on this side as well. There you go. I should be able to put this one over here, the other one on the other side. Like this, and our ship is in serious need of additional forward thrusters. So we got 4 spots over here that we can work with, and we can add some additional side thrusters over here if we want, or lift thrusters, any thrusters we want. So let's remove these blocks over here. And I think we're going to have to remove these as well. And let's slap more thrusters. There you go. Let's just change the colors to match the theme. Now, I know what you might say. The capacitors might be slightly exposed. But eventually, we might come to fix that as well. Now, we got this little contraption on the side that we could put some cannons on. But we have room over here. So let's focus on those first. And we got these little truss blocks as well we can remove. We'll slap our artillery in here. No, that's not the artillery. What is that? Oh, that's the advanced laser cannon. Fine. Put our artillery in here and one on the side there. Oh yeah, this ship is starting to become Pretty badass. Now, this is our laser drill for mining. Let's retrieve this, slap that in there. And I think the heavy cannon can go snug in here. Let's just remove these, well, I mean, all these lights, they have a light sequence. I don't want to ruin this. We could just slap that over here. Oh, there she is, the Destiny. Now, better armed, still under CPU, and we still have room for more thrusters in the back. So let's just remove these up here, like that. Let's slap in 2 new thrusters. And again, let's texture them so they have the same color as these thrusters. Now I could do the same thing at the bottom, but over here at the bottom, depending, I might just have them pointing down so they have more lift. So there she is. We do have a little bit of additional CPU to play with. But I mean, so far, I think this is looking pretty good. You know, aside maybe from texturing these weapons a little bit. There you go. There you go. There you go. All done. maybe this one as well. But we'll see how she goes. I'll just have to make some ammo. And yeah, like I mentioned before, this is supposed to be this color. I did update it on the workshop, but over here it's supposed to be this color. It's not supposed to be this bright a pink. It's supposed to be a very subtle type of pink. So I'll make the necessary adjustments here as well. But guys, I believe that is all the time that we have for today. So thank you Rick? What do you want? Well, I told you not to touch my pie. What did you do? You ate it all. You ate all of my pie. So, of course, no, I did not mention you during this episode. You know what? If you behave, next episode, I'll bring you in, okay? Oh, there you go again. I'm trying to do my outro, and now you're starting a frickin' argument, okay? No, it wasn't your pie. It was my pie. Not only did you eat it all, after that, you left a little present in it. Uh-huh. And it wasn't frickin' chocolate. No, I didn't taste it. Ah, Jesus Christ. Can you let me do my outro? Oh. Oh, it's already done? Okay, so we faded to black. Oh, okay, so now I'm just basically talking to you and the video's over. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that.